Good morning, dear students. So, today's topic we will discuss the concept of hybrid vehicles. So, already we have discussed the working of petrol engine, diesel engine, four stroke engine, two stroke engine, etc. So, we will
already
see
you
what
know
is
what is
meant by an hybrid
vehicle.
vehicle
So hybrid vehicle
and what are
is
the
a
different
vehicle
arrangement of
which
hybrid vehicle,
use
etc. Two or more power source, or it use more than one power source. For obtaining power, it uses more than one power source. And what is the most commonly used power source in an hybrid vehicle? Yes, the most commonly used hybrid vehicle utilizes electrical energy derived from a battery in most cases, as well as heat energy derived from the combustion of a fuel, a petrol or diesel. So that is the most commonly used hybrid vehicle source of energy. So it uses electrical energy as well as heat energy from the fuel. So the two components that is necessary in this type of hybrid vehicle is electric motor and engine. So electric motor is used for conversion of electrical energy to mechanical energy, whereas we know engine is used for the conversion of heat energy to mechanical energy. So these hybrid vehicles combines the motor and engine in a single system. So that is the most commonly used hybrid vehicle. But other than this, we have some special hybrid vehicles used for some special applications. One example is submarines. We know a submarine is used for underwater as well as surface traveling. And during the surface traveling, it uses a diesel powered submarines. But in the underwater operation, we know that there will not be any air supply. So the combustion of diesel is not practical. Also, there will not be any provision for exhaust emissions in underwater. So due to these restrictions, it requires some other source in underwater operation, and that is by either a battery or a fuel cell. So we can use either a battery, a powerful battery which stores electrical energy, and we can convert to mechanical energy with the help of a motor. And otherwise it can also use fuel cell for the supply of this electric energy. So what is a fuel cell? Fuel cell is a device which directly converts chemical energy to mechanical energy. We know engine also converts, but it convert that in two steps. First, the engine fuel, chemical energy of fuel is converted to heat energy by burning. After that only we convert the heat energy to mechanical energy with the help of piston, connecting rod, crank, etc. But in fuel cell, these are taken, or these are we are converting the chemical energy to mechanical energy, and that again into electrical energy. All that takes place in a single step. So fuel cell directly converts chemical energy to electrical energy. If you are using an engine, we require a generator also. So first the engine converts chemical energy to heat energy, again which is heat energy is converted to mechanical energy, and if we give this mechanical energy to a generator coupled with an engine, we can get electric energy. But all these three steps are combined in a fuel cell. And what happens in a fuel cell will be the reverse of electrolysis. So what is electrolysis? You have studied electrolysis. So in electrolysis, we are giving electric energy to convert the molecules into ions. But in fuel cell, the reverse will happen. We will be combining these ions into molecules, and as a result the electrons will be produced. So that is the concept of fuel cell. So that can be also used in submarines. And another hybrid vehicle is solar hybrid vehicles. solar hybrid vehicles, you might have heard about it, which have PV panels, photovoltaic panels at the roof of this vehicle, so that when it is parked under the sun, the solar energy can be converted into electric energy, and which can be stored in a battery and can be used later. So solar hybrid vehicle use solar energy as well as electric energy from a battery. So these are the some examples of hybrid vehicles, but we will be only concentrating on the commercial hybrid vehicles which use electric energy and heat energy from the combustion of fuel. And how will you classify these hybrid vehicles? So based on the arrangement of motor engine components, or we can say based on the energy flow, we can classify the hybrid vehicle into two main categories, that is series hybrid vehicle and parallel hybrid vehicle. So this is based on the arrangement of motor engine parts, components, or we can say according to the energy flow. Two classifications are there, series hybrid vehicle and parallel hybrid vehicle. So let's see what is a series hybrid vehicle, parallel hybrid vehicle, and their relative merits and demerits. So this is an arrangement of series hybrid vehicle. So you can see here this is an actual picture of a series hybrid vehicle. So it starts from here. First we have an engine, then we have a generator, then we have a battery and other things, then finally we have the electric motor. So it is in a series arrangement. So this is the block diagram of a series hybrid vehicle. If you see the block, so you have to draw this figure for the purpose of exam. So start from here. First we have an engine. It will be petrol engine or diesel engine, whatever it is. So this reservoir represents the fuel, the supply of fuel. Fuel should be supplied to the fuel tank. So this reservoir is meant for that. So we are giving some fuel to the engine. And the engine, we know that it converts this chemical energy of fuel into mechanical energy. And we have a generator coupled with this engine. So the generator converts the mechanical energy of given by the engine to electrical energy. And that electrical energy we can use it in two purposes. First one is used for charging a battery. So a part of that electrical energy produced by the generator is used for charging a battery with the help of this charger, and the other part is converted by this converter and is given to an electrical motor. So finally the wheel of this vehicle will be driven by the electrical motor. So this is the flow of energy taken place in a series hybrid vehicle. So you can see that the components are arranged in more or less series fashion, and the energy flow is also in series direction. So first the engine converts chemical energy of the fuel from the reservoir into mechanical energy, and that mechanical energy is converted into electric energy by this generator, and then the electric energy produced by the generator is used for charging a battery, and the remaining portion after the charging is used to run an electric motor, that is with the help of a converter, and finally the motor will run the vehicle. So motor shaft is coupled to the shaft of this wheel. So the battery here is used for a standalone performance of electric motor. Suppose some fuel is not there or some shortage of fuel is there, this motor can be run with the help of the battery. So that is the purpose of battery. So in series, you can see that in series hybrid system, the engine drives an electric generator instead of directly driving the wheels, and the electric motor is the only means of providing power to the wheels. So that is the thing you have to notice. In this, there is no connection between the engine and wheels. Engine is here in the initial part region, but the wheels are here. So there is no connection between the engine and wheels. Only the wheels are connected to the electric motor. And you know that generator both charges the battery as well as powers the electric motor, which moves the vehicle. So this is the arrangement of series hybrid vehicle. So what are the advantage of this? Can you guess this arrangement have any sort of advantage? It might have also some disadvantages also. Let's see what are the advantages of this type particular arrangement. So the first advantage is, you can see there is no mechanical connection between the engine and wheels. So we can place this engine generator group anywhere in the vehicle. So it does not need to be near the wheel. It does not need to be very far from the wheel. So we can place the engine in anywhere in the automobile. So that is the one advantage. Since there is no mechanical link between the engine and wheels, we can locate this, or we can place the engine generator group anywhere. Then another main advantage is there is no gearbox, transmission shaft, etc. required. So you know that in a conventional engine driven vehicle, we require a gearbox, we require a clutch, transmission system is required, because the engine will not, we cannot operate engine in a wide range of speed. The engine will be always running at a particular narrow speed range, but we require the wheel to be run at different speeds and different situations. So you require this gearbox, transmission shaft, clutch, etc. in a conventional IC engine driven vehicle, but in this you does not require any of this. So we can eliminate these heavy components, gearbox, clutch, transmission shaft, etc., since the wheels are driven directly by the electric motor only. So that is another advantage. And third advantage is, we can see the engine we can operate in a narrow RPM range where it is most efficient. So engine, if you design an engine, it should be operated at some RPM. So in that RPM only it will give the required efficiency and mileage. So if you reduce the RPM, we know that the efficiency etc. will be reduced. So in this particular arrangement, we can operate the engine in a narrow range, that is the design range, most efficient range, since the engine speed does not affect the wheel speed. So we can operate the engine in the most efficient range. Even the car changes its speed. So that is the third advantage of this particular series hybrid vehicles. And finally, this type of vehicle is very suitable for stop and go driving in city. So you know that in a city driving, what is the peculiarity of city driving compared to highway driving? So in city driving, you have to stop, start, again stop, again accelerate. So we have to continuously change the speed. So this is very much suitable, since only the electric motor is connected to the wheel. We can easily change the speed of the wheel by changing the power supply from the electric motor. With the help of some sensors and actuators etc., we can very easily control that. So this is best suited for city driving. Now what are the limitations, whether this system is having any limitations? So let's see disadvantages of series hybrid vehicle. The main disadvantage is several conversions, energy conversions that takes place in this system. So that means it is having an energy loss. More energy loss is associated with this system. You know that first we are converting chemical energy to heat energy, then again heat energy to mechanical energy, then again mechanical energy to electric energy, then again the electric energy is converted to mechanical energy in the motor. So like that, a number of energy conversions take place continuously. So in each conversion there will be some loss. So if you take the overall energy loss, it will be in the higher side. So that is the disadvantage of this series hybrid system, since the engine, the several energy conversions takes place through several components continuously, so there will be a chance of more energy loss. And another advantage, due to this system is not suitable for long distance highway driving. So if you are mostly using your vehicle for highway driving, where you have to run the engine in high speed, constant speed, without any stop, acceleration or deceleration, etc., the energy loss and efficiency will be less compared to parallel hybrid vehicles. So that is the another disadvantage of this. So it is not suitable for long distance highway driving. In that case, the efficiency will be less due to this different energy, several energy conversions. Now let's see what is a parallel vehicle is. So this is an arrangement of parallel hybrid vehicle. Here also we have engine, motor. So most of the components are there, but their arrangement is different. So let's see what is the block diagram of this. Yes, this is the block diagram of parallel hybrid vehicles. So what are the difference you have noticed compared to series? So here you can see it is in a parallel arrangement. The engine and motor energy flow is in parallel arrangement. And also you can see there is no generator. So generator is absent here. In the previous one we have generator, but here there is no generator. Also charger is not there. So you can see here these two systems act as an independent system. The motor, the electrical motor system, as well as the engine system, engine unit and electrical unit, act as two independent systems. So there is no connection between this electrical motor unit and the engine unit. So what happens here? Here we have a battery here. So through a converter we give this electrical energy from the battery to electric motor. At the same time we are using a reservoir fuel supply to the engine. It also produces mechanical energy, and this simultaneously we are giving this mechanical energy to the wheel. So it acts as a two independent system. So the energy flow is parallel direction and no connection between the motor and engine. So they act as two independent units. And what are the advantage of this system? So it's obvious that the disadvantage of series hybrid vehicle will become the advantage of parallel hybrid vehicle. So the advantage of parallel hybrid vehicle is, the first one is the efficiency is high because there is less energy conversions. So if you take the electric unit, the only energy conversion is electric energy is converted to mechanical energy. And in this another unit, engine unit, also the energy conversion is the chemical energy converted to heat energy and mechanical energy. So like that, the overall energy conversions are not that much in the case of series hybrid vehicles. So the efficiency will be high, and this is best suited for long distance highway driving. So if these parallel hybrid vehicles are best suited for vehicles running in highway with constant speed. And another advantage is we can switch between electrical and IC engines unit. So even suppose our battery is not working or battery is not there, some problems are there in the discharging of battery, still the vehicle will run because it is have an independent power supply from the engine. Similarly, if suppose we does not have any fuel in this reservoir, here also this vehicle will run because it is backed up by this electrical unit. So like that is a larger flexibility to switch between electrical and IC engine power according to our requirement. That's another advantage. But if you take series hybrid vehicle, that will not happen. Suppose in series hybrid vehicle there is no fuel in the reservoir, then the engine will not work, and if the engine will not work, the generator will not work. The generator will not work, the motor will not work. So like that there is no flexibility. But here we have a larger flexibility to switch between the electrical and IC engine power. And another advantage is, compared to series hybrid vehicle, the capacity of motor is less. In series hybrid vehicle, you studied that the only power supply to the wheel is electric motor, so you require a larger capacity motor to run the vehicle. But here we are combining the power from electric motor as well as engine, so we can use a smaller electric motor compared to series hybrid system. So that is the third advantage of this parallel hybrid vehicle. And disadvantage, obviously the advantage of series hybrid will become the disadvantage of parallel hybrid vehicle. So it's a complicated system. So main disadvantage is it's a complicated system because it requires the combining the power from electric motor and engine. So it require gearbox, all other transmission systems are necessary because engine also connected to the wheels, so we require gearbox, transmission system, clutch, etc. is necessary in this. So it's a complicated system. And another disadvantage is the IC engine. With the IC engine cannot be operated in narrow range because it also connected to the wheel. So the narrow range operation of IC engine is not possible. So its efficiency will be less at a low speed. So if the speed reduce, efficiency drastically reduce. So these are the disadvantage of parallel hybrid vehicle. So it is very easy. You have to study only one advantage and disadvantage. Obviously the other one will be the reverse of the series. So parallel hybrid vehicle disadvantage become disadvantage of series hybrid vehicles and vice versa. So like that only you have to study. And if you take what are the hybrid vehicles available in India, it's very few. First one is we have a Toyota Camry. Its cost is nearly 30 lakhs. So it is Toyota is one of the leading company that provides the hybrid vehicles. So that is one commercial vehicle available in India. And we have some Volvo XC90, Lexus, BMW, etc. So but if you compare all these are very costly vehicles. Minimum cost, Toyota even costs 30 lakh and all others are even costlier than that. So that is why we are not favoring this hybrid vehicle. So the cost of hybrid vehicle will be very, very high. So we are now switching to purely electric vehicles which does not use any engine, gearbox, etc. Instead only use a powerful battery and a motor. So this is the situation of hybrid vehicles in India. So you can refer more about hybrid vehicles from different source of websites. So thank you.